Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video, as always, we're going to be taking a look at the trading post for the month of July. Now, starting off with the monthly rewards from the adventure guide, and we have a couple here. So, pretty cool stuff. We have the Forsaken's Grotesque Cauldron. This is actually a back piece. Really nice, really cool. Really awesome to look at. I think it's cool. Obviously, cauldron's maybe not the most aesthetic for some, but I think it works for some classes. Then we have the Ensemble Grotesque Collection. Collect the appearances of the Forsaken's collection armor sets. So this is quite a few different kind of sets. I think personally it's pretty cool. Obviously, it's a little bit of a homage to their good queen there. At least it looks like to their queen, but it's a Banshee, I think. So it's based on the Forsaken. I think it's quite cool. Then we have the Forsaken's Grotesque Charger, which is a green variant of the other trading post mount that we'll look at just now. This is a non-flying mount, as far as I understand, but it is a very cool non-flying mount. So I have to be honest, I think it is rather cool. Going from that incredibly green themed set, looking at the trading post, we find ourselves with an incredibly purple themed set, which I think is really cool in its own right. Now, this set is exactly the same as the one you get from the adventure guide. Lovely holographic extension on the pauldrons, which I think is probably one of my favorite things. Obviously, maybe the whole getup isn't for you, and I completely understand that. But I think there's always things that can look really awesome with this. For example, shoulder piece is exceptional to me. I think this can go with a ton of outfits. I think it looks great. Then we have the Wailing Banshee's Charger. Fantastic mount. Purple. Nice see-through. Great detail with the skeleton underneath. Continuing that ethereal trend. I think it's a really great looking mount. Then we have the Unarmored Dusk Furball. Also great. Nothing wrong here. Just a reskin of a normal Furball, but I think a really cool one with obviously the kind of like Legion, Decay, Undead vibe there. Then we have the Forsaken's Grotesque Great Blade. Actually really cool to me. I like that it looks a little bit stunted at the end. You know, almost like it's a bit of a, you know, like just a slab. It's like a tombstone. I think that's awesome. The Wailing Banshee's Great Blade, which is a purple variant, and then the Forsaken's Grotesque Blade, which is obviously kind of a two-handed, one-handed variant. Mace, I think this is one of my favorites. Really awesome with a broken Banshee face in the middle. And the Warglave's also pretty cool. Bit kind of like, Demon Hunter kind of like standard procedure. I mean, this is my Demon Hunter right now, and it looks like it suits its transmog already, which I think, yeah, is awesome. But yeah, definitely is kind of like, oh, it's a Demon Hunter glaive, but I think it's cool. Wailing Banshees, the purple variant, and then the Wailing Banshees Cauldron, which is a purple variant of the same cauldron that we get from the adventure guide. The maces are a purple variant. I think personally the purple variant can look pretty cool. I think if you're tired of that kind of like neon green, fell green that they have, I think the purple variant is pretty cool. But if anyone's played Dota before, these Wraith King swords, as I call them, are really swag. I do love the purple Warglaives, so it's something just about the neon pink on them that really makes them kind of stand out. I think can be really fun for certain transmogs. Then we have the Dark Ranger's Quiver. This is obviously for Sylvanas Windrunner. Just a great looking high-res quiver to equip on your characters. The Forsaken's Grotesque Longbow, the Grotesque Quiver, which has just got some flower heads on it, and the Wailing Quiver. All pretty cool. Standard hunter stuff. I think it's great for hunters. Then we have the Grotesque Wand and the Banshee's Wailing Wand. Not a huge fan of these. I think they don't look like wands to me. They look more like maces. And I think that kind of like takes it out for me personally, at least overall. Then we just have some tabards, the sweatsuits, which are cool if you're looking for certain type of cosplay. We have the cloaks, the Trader's Sarong, and yeah, Then we have some returning ensemble. The depth dive suit is pretty cool. Very specific transmog though. Like you either like it or you don't, and it's very hard to mesh with other ones, but it is still cool. Blub, great pet, and the deep sea treasure pack, which I think honestly is pretty cool. And then the Vengeful Crusader's helm, which is very Warhammer, very 2003 Blizzard, very awesome. Personally for me, look, I think all of this is great, especially if you're into undead, if you're into demon hunters, if you're into the more legion-y, fell, undead side of things. Honestly, I think it's great. I think the pauldrons on here are pretty cool. I actually just want to check if the adventure guide ones also have that same effect. Just wait and see. They should, I think. Yeah, they do. Okay, awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I think, look, if you like the purple, I think it's a great switch up from the base green. So if you're looking for something maybe a bit more feminine, or maybe you're just looking for something like I know for myself, I would love to grab these purple ones to just add something new to my warlocks. You know, something a bit more Shadow Council, I think is great. Then obviously the Steed, I think is a great recolor. I think both colors are cool. Fellball is okay. I do dig him. I like Fellballs. I just don't think they work with every race. There's nothing flashy about him, but I think he is cool. The weapons I think are all great. It's just going to depend on what color you want. Like, I'm going to pick up the pink Warglaives because sure, those things are amazing. But yeah, I think there's tons of great stuff. So a great trading post, I think, this month for me. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, that's it from me. Bye.